For some more fire music, we Kaiku, the gods and goddesses you love to hate and hate to love. Of course, we got the DJ Crazy Man on the ones and twos, and our fearless leader, the co-host or the host with the most, Nova, and your co-host with a little bit more than the host sometimes. Your boy JMC from the SOTOV. We got Black Flats ENT in the building, as always. He said he decided we decided to start it early to not be racist or white supremacist because being on time is white supremacist. Oh, is white supremacy. Oh yeah, and sorry that we missed you guys the last few days. We had some hurricanes and things to deal with, but we're back in full effect right here in your number one place for Americanized propaganda and real fearless entertainment. What up, Lou? All y'all go ahead and get in this bitch and share this shit up. Hey. All the way from where you at? You still in the PR or you out?
No, I'm in St. Thomas, but I'm on my way back to PA.
Hey, well, you know what? We're going to have to link. But right now, it's Fire Music Friday, mother.
Yeah, Lou's sneaking in the country.
Yeah.
Buckle up, I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about?
We're going to get a little serious today, and we're going to keep it real light at the same time because we don't want to lean too far left, too far right. We don't want to be racist, but we also don't want to not be racist.
I want to be a little bit racist.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit racist, but not particularly against one race. We just want to give everybody a little taste of how it is in America when everything's propaganda and propagandized.
Say color, seeing sound with a crystallize, turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots at this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram.
By the way, y'all saw Trump talking yesterday. Bro. Okay. Me personally, I would rather have Donald Trump as president than Kamala Harris, but that's just me saying what I know. Like, you know, the media has made us believe, and I'm not saying she's not, but the media's made us believe that, and when I say media, I'm really talking about social media, has made us think and believe that Kamala Harris is just a fucking idiot. But how was she a district attorney? How was she the attorney general? How was she a senator? How was she the vice president? And now running for president if she's an idiot. So that could mean that she's put there in these positions, but then that's like a Manchurian candidate, right? So we got to go way back to prove that, which I'm not saying you can't prove it, but I'm just saying there's a lot to it. But anyway, I don't know if anybody heard Trump talking yesterday, but bro, I heard 3 or 4 things that just, it really turned me all the way off. And I had to be like, well, I don't even give a fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, if I was trying to figure out who I was voting for, the way he dodged certain questions, it would make me be like, damn, bro, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, a reporter asked him if he had a scar on his ear. And bro, when I tell you Trump changed up like that and was like, oh no, I heal really fast. I mean, there's a small scar there. Yeah, small scar. You can't really see it. I'm just a really fast healer. And and then look, right then, this other dude asked this question, and I swear on everything, that was one of Trump's folks out there set up so if somebody did ask the question about the ear, then they could jump in and totally silence the other person asking that question. And this dude asked like a 10-minute long question, and Trump never even answered it. So it just seemed like it was like, you know, a backup plan. It was like, look, we know one of these reporters, they might not even say that they're going to ask nothing about the ear, but they might sneak that bitch in there. So we got this contingency plan right here to deal with it.
Just in case, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
we need you to. It's the follow car when you're moving 100 packs down the street.
100.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
You're moving 100
got to
packs
be a fall guy.
Yeah, it's the follow car. Yeah. He the motherfucker that. Hey, if the police get behind me, I'm gonna need you to speed pass and go do like 100. You know what I'm saying? Like,
make your light start flashing and shit. Do some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, do something. Get his attention. You know what I mean? If we get it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you. It's crazy. I didn't even get a chance to watch that yet, but I've seen.
I can't believe that shit ain't on every media. That's what makes me wonder about all this. I'm like, so if the media hates Trump so bad, why isn't the media blasting that everywhere? Because, bro, I'm saying, like, you see, he starts acting different, immediately.
Right.
He's like, well, that's because I'm a fast healer, I guess. I guess I'm just a fast healer. And I'm like, man, you caught, bro.
I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone if you not.
It could be that he healed fast, but how? A 78-year-old man doesn't heal fast unless you give him some shit.
But not even that, though. It's like when you catch your kid lying. That's how he was acting. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a couple clips, but it hasn't been everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it should have been.
Well, also think about this. Like, if there was even a smidget of scar, wouldn't he show it off?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, motherfucker, zoom in. Bitch shot me right here.
Tell people about Pac. I'm like, how come he don't do his, you know what I mean? Like, where are all the bullet holes from when he supposedly got shot, you know?
Why ain't if you got his shirt off 24/7, just like 50 Cent, you got your shirt off 24 motherfucking 7, bitch. Where's the holes at?
Where the holes at, bro?
Where's them little lumps at that leaves?
Welcome home, yeah.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. You just gotta die, we got something for you. Open up the door, you could be immortal. If you really try to run, step into the
I gotta hold on to this feeling. I be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the.
You could call it supervision. You could also call it discernment. When you see through all this bullshit, you're either high as fuck like me 24/7 to the point to where you don't even get high, but you see through the bullshit, or like you got a real good judge of character. You know what I mean?
Because is the after is the side effect. Like, okay,
yeah, that's a side effect. Bitch, some people don't even get high.
Yeah, you absolutely.
I don't even get high anymore unless I smoke like a fat ass.
I got anxiety, and when I smoke, I don't have anxiety. Nigga, it's just as simple as that. I become balanced. Now, there might be something with my endocannabinoid system from which it's not doing what it needs to be doing. Maybe from vaccines or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Who fucking knows? But obviously, it works on me. Maybe it don't work on everybody. Maybe you don't need weed because your endocannabinoid system is very healthy.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and that might be the people that wig out from weed. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody committing no murders on weed. Though.
Right? Nah.
On weed.
But now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas.
Have you ever ate a Twinkie? Oh yeah, man, yeah. Have you ever ate a Twinkie on weed?
Caesar was not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Showing what's really good, the feeling is understood. We don't just what it means to get it for all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone, if you're not normal, welcome home, yeah.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. You just gotta die, we got something for you. Open up the door, you could be immortal. If you really try to run, step into the portal.
So what's up, everybody? This is the official Fire Music Friday. This is not a rerun unless you listen to it twice. If you listen to this episode twice, then the second time you listen to it, it's a rerun. Ain't that some shit? But no, what's up, Lou? You said using St. Thomas. You said it's a vibe. What kind of vibe? Like good for illegals to sneak across, or what kind of vibe?
Oh man, it's just relaxed. Everybody here chilling.
What is it like? You at the beach or what?
No, well, everywhere is the beach. I'm just at a resort now.
Hey.
St. Thomas, like the island, St. Thomas.
Yeah, we're in the Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! I thought you was in Florida somewhere. Okay, that's what's up.
He said, "Man, this is
think
y'all
about
Islanders, bro. Y'all niggas ain't shit,
bro. Speaking of all the
y'all niggas is so much better than fuck y'all.
Now I'm gonna be back in Pennsylvania tomorrow, though.
I hope so, nigga, and I hope it's
that motherfucker
like
be in Cape Cod where all the heroin addicts.
I hope the air is thick, nigga.
It is. Blue's flying right into Philly, and he ain't gonna leave that bitch.
No, I'm flying into Baltimore.
Okay. Oh, that's better, goddamn.
Oh, the airport's actually way better.
Yeah, it's just around it that's worse.
Yeah, it's better because it's nowhere near Baltimore.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, BWI is like Washington, D.C. and Baltimore's airport.
That motherfucking white people made that bitch, boy. They said, fuck that shit. We ain't flying in and out of that fucking jungle down there. We're gonna put this bitch in the Caucasus Mountains out here somewhere, away from all the shit. Oh, damn, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so just for some perspective and context, the other day I messaged our Think High crew group thread, and I said, damn, we were sending each other songs back and forth. And I said, damn, man. I said, I used to be riding around with a Mac 11 in the front with me with a fucking like a 45. I used to carry this 45 Llama everywhere, chrome. Like one of them motherfucking cartel guns, bro. All right. I'm dead ass, man. Somebody stole that bitch from me too. I was mad as fuck. But I traded that gun with somebody I traded that for a Desert Eagle because I couldn't carry Desert Eagle. It was too damn big. That bitch was big as my leg. But anyway, I said, damn, bro, I used to be riding around with a Mac 11 and a fucking chopper with a fucking 75 round drum in the back. And now I'm sitting on my deck on a resort island watching my dog play while my wife is inside learning more shit about her career.
Analysis,
yeah, and I'm just like, that shit's crazy how you could just, it's almost like I blinked.
180.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I was high yesterday, okay, when I was thinking this, because I smoked a fat ass joint, one of them big, large size raws, boy.
Well, they called that there a spliff, man.
Nah, I didn't put no tobacco in it. Have spliffs, the meanings of spliffs, have they changed over the years?
No, man. They know. Well, a spliff is basically just a fat joint, but the Jamaican culture, they do put some of them do put tobacco in their spliffs. What up, Sticky? I think what the tobacco is more of a, because like nicotine and THC. I don't know about all the stuff, but nicotine and THC, when they hit together, they kind of intensify one another. Yeah. Well,
I think that's why the Jamaicans do that.
Well, it's more than Jamaicans though that do that. Like if you go to
Europe, true.
It's a European thing. You know what I mean? As well. Like
it might be a French thing.
In Italy, I met a dude straight from Italy, from JoJo, his cousin, straight from Sicily, man, and that's all he did was he was just rolling joints, and he would put tobacco in them, and he was just rolling big long joints, and he would put tobacco in every last one. He couldn't speak a lick of fucking English, but all he knew was drink, like where the drink at, where the girls at, and where the weed at.
That motherfucker was extreme, a scholar, boy.
Bruh, he couldn't doesn't speak any English, but when that
Scholar as
motherfucker,
fuck.
when he make that figure eight motion with his hands, like where's the whipping at? You know what I mean? He give you this puzzled look on his face, but he making that figure eight motion with his hands. Like we like, oh, you want some bitches? All right, come on, we gonna go to a party. Yeah, we took him to a party and everything. We had him out there. He was just rolling joints back to back, bro. He was cooler than us outside. But yeah, he put tobacco in every single one of them. And I was just trying to. I asked him that. I said, so what's that? He's like, cigarette, tobacco. You know, he trying to figure out how to tell me what the fuck he doing. And I'm like, all right, well, that shit's weird, but you know, we just roll straight blunts here, bro. Like, fuck the tobacco.
I've smoked a lot of spliffs because I used to hang out with a lot of Jamaicans in Atlanta and fucking. That's why I was like, damn, is a spliff some different shit now? Because that's all they would never say nothing else, and they roll that bitch with a goddamn backwood. Oh,
yeah, that's the worst. Oh god, that shit hurt.
Or they'll take a Dutchie and break that bitch down all the way and
oh my god,
slap
that
it back
shit
together
hurt.
with all that goddamn spit.
You ain't never, bro. Listen,
yeah,
bro. Think about it. Think about all your life. You ain't never seen no niggas smoking a Philly without it being a weed in it, bro. Like you ever seen it? Like I've seen.
Actually, I have. I'm just gonna say.
God.
Yo, does a Blackwood give y'all a headache though?
A what?
A backwood?
Backwoods, because they give me a headache.
Did you call it a blackwood?
Yeah.
Well, that was racist as fuck, bro. God damn. You better call that joint a white joint, goddamn
it. I can't stand it, bro.
He wanted to say something else. That's what he wanted to say.
I don't like him neither, bro.
He wanted to say Inwood. That's what he wanted to say.
He said nigga
You
woods.
one of them Inwoods. One of them sorry ass motherfuckers.
No, bro, that's why I can't stand niggas, bro. I hate them fucking backwoods. They be like, you got the woods, where the woods at? Fuck that, bro. That's 2016.
Yeah, like I tried it, but I can't do it, man. It's like too toxic.
Well, for one, just rolling the son of a bitch takes an expert. You can't just be a human being and somebody hands you a backwood and say, hey, break that down and roll it up. Not the first time.
You got to get an X-Acto knife, sit down with a tape.
You got to have some of them goddamn fingernails that are cut through a fucking wall, too, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for that shit. Motherfuckers just come up to you and throw you a pack of backwood.
Like niggas be you gotta wash it. Like what do you mean wash it? Like you
gotta get the pesticides off that motherfucker.
Like what? Nah, nigga, I'm cool. I don't want nothing.
That's why it gives me a headache because they don't be washing it. Just straight out the pack. It's like, oh no, I'm not smoking that.
Hell no.
Oh, them goddamn bro. The backwoods is like the leftover of all the stuff. You know what I mean? So like. That shit gets sprayed like a motherfucker, bro, with all the stuff that they spray with.
That's 2016,
like the Newport of cigarettes.
Yeah, but it's like it
was like goddamn pools of cigarettes.
When you was young, it was cheap, and you're like, "Oh, these backwoods is cheap. We gonna learn to work with these." But at the same time, New Yorkers and shit, you know, they make that shit popular, and for some reason,
New Yorkers get that Fonto leaf though.
Yeah,
that's a whole different. Yeah, and. Think about this, because all the bodegas are up there, they get the different shit, especially from down south. Down south, you just go in there and get you some of them normal backwoods. Them bitches hurt every time.
Yes, sir.
Never be different.
I never understood why people even wanted to.
Me neither, bro.
But what about this, though? Have you ever fucked with the Coronas? You ever rolled a
Garcia Vegas?
Well, it might be made by Garcia Vega,
never heard of
but it's a Corona.
No,
yeah,
all right. I don't know.
So I'm just going, all right, so a Corona is smooth as fuck, and I think it is made by Garcia Vega, but have you ever smoked a fucking Optimo?
Yes, bro. Icy Mint Optimo.
I hate Optimos.
What?
Nah, they way better than a backwood.
Oh, they're better than the backwood for sure, but a goddamn Optimo, that bitch is horrible, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro! They the only
it burns.
The ice. Yeah, they had the icy mint Optimos, bro. The icy mint Optimos.
I ain't never had the icy mint,
bro.
One. I
love
the
them, bro.
Green one. That green one's horrible, bro. That
bro. I love
and
the
amount of goddamn what you call the shit that gets all over your lips.
Oh, the
tar?
Resin.
The resin.
Yeah, the resin. Yeah, the tar. For sure. Yeah.
out of the Optimos is something serious.
Yeah, it is.
I remember having to chop the end of that bitch off about 5 times.
Just gotta throw more weed in it.
Oh my God, man, y'all bringing back some memories, nigga.
No,
like,
but throughout this, so
Optimals.
next time I pause it, let's throw out some different and it don't even have to be a blunt wrap. It could be anything, you know what I mean? Shit, I smoked out of a fucking awesome Bible paper before. Dead ass serious. I was in jail.
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna say in jail we smoked out of Bible papers.
Hey, I wasn't in there long, but I was in jail, and I was in there long enough to meet enough people to be, to meet enough people to learn how to get a Bible and roll that bitch up and blah blah blah. Man, that shit.
If you roll out the Bible, though, you got to roll out the notes.
I was about to say, because you can't smoke all that ink.
Yeah. And you probably.
And look, go to jail, right? Go to jail and find me a Bible that ain't got the back of the notes taken out of it.
No.
I'm serious, motherfuckers be tearing the Bible apart, smoking But so anyway, right now we got Backwoods, we got Coronas, we got Garcia Vegas, we got Optimo, and obviously we got
Fonto Leafs.
Fonto Leafs.
Oh, and point of this is I ain't going back to riding around with a Mac 11 and a chopper unless it gets real crucial around this bitch.
How you know we smoking.
And
unless crypto gets walked to zero.
Right, and if everything starts going really ham, then I might have to throw that shit back in the whip.
Logos on the track. Said I ain't going back down that road. Ain't nothing I ain't seen. I've been there before. Trouble always lurking. Keep the shot it by the door.
I fuck around and have some goddamn Funyuns in that bitch with me.
Oh, I know you like that.
I'll go from suburb resort island to goddamn motherfuck you real quick.
Try me if you want, but I ain't going back down that road. Ain't nothing I ain't seen. I've been there before. Looking for myself, gotta find me on my own. Not asking for that help, but if you riding it.
Shout out to Young Thug.
Come on, but I ain't going back. I'm just trying to keep my head.
We got him on this joint before he went to court.
Keep that shotty on me if they want that red rum. Don't worry about me if it ain't where I get my bread from. And if you play with me on my life, you'll be a dead one. 2, 3 in my zone, I'ma count it up. See how everything changed, I'ma round it up. Give him a round of applause, give him a standing no. They was clapping for it before we had a chance to blow. I ain't going back to the old days. I'm in the 4th season with my old. They gave my cousin 25 like a copay. Told the judge how dare you, no way. Gloves on, driving slow, no OJ. If you don't do the work, then it won't pay. If you let it go, is it gon' stay? And if you ask, then I'm gon' say I ain't going back down that road. Ain't nothing I ain't seen. I've been there before. Trouble always lurking, keep the shot it by the door. They're trying to catch a body, you can.
Shout out to Nelly. We got him to drop a verse on this right before he got busted for ecstasy.
Freak ball with the
Nelly Nail coming up. Appreciate you, Nelly. Hope you get out soon, homie.
I'm all for it. Yeah, we gassed up. It's been a long time since that I'm gonna get right. I know the path to losing ain't an option. Where I come from, I sold all of my debts. Yeah, paid all of my dues. Yeah, earned all of my stripes. That's right. Big boy when I move. Yeah, trouble over my shoulder. Yeah, fuck bending them rules. Yeah, breaking any and everything that try to stop what I do. Yeah, it's been a long day. Been a long day. Trying to do it right, I went the wrong way. Ain't no going back. That's what the song say. I can still have reviews in them. Anyway, I took off. Ain't never look back at nothing, no. Look lost, it's probably off of something. This is real talk. I'm moving without the front and I'll be there to run it all back. I got too much of this coming. Ain't going back down that road. Ain't nothing I ain't seen. I've been there before. Trouble always lurking. Keep the shot it by the door. They're trying to catch a body. You can try me if you want.
Teddy Lou in the building. Get all the bitches, don't you, Teddy Lou? Thanks for stopping by with the Think High Crew. Is fire music fire.
We not do no Illuminati rituals, steady bitch boy. Dibby prick now, money clip soil. Okay, if you drip cancer in an oil. Okay, if you drip
say it loud and proud.
We not do no Illuminati rituals.
We not doing no Illuminati rituals, you diddy bitch boy.
Bitch boy. Dibby prick now, money clip soil. Okay, if you drip cancer in an oil. Okay, if you drip cancer in.
Move. Get the fuck out the way. Rider get rolled over. Nobody came here for play. We sorry. Born straight from the Cali Yuga. Light could've never reached. Them flashes came from the shooters. Stone face killers. More squibber than a Medusa. Look her right in the eye. The reflection will hold the future. I'm nothing that I imagine. My power couldn't be fathomed. It's enough to scare myself when the mirror projects a dragon. Fire breathing, this ether became accelerant. Hop on the gas, think fast or be irrelevant. Mind your business, I'm nothing to ever meddle with. Unless you went to still, I suggest you remain pedestrian.
Speaking of ether, did you know that the periodic table was changed and ether was taken off by who other than Kellogg's?
And I'm just only being honest. Got a crack in the veil. I'm just speaking at my promise. This flow is on the spectrum. I'm just speaking to your conscience. Hope you receive the message. This blessing is something.
Ether was taken off the periodic table because it couldn't be explained.
Goddamn cornflakes.
Did you also know that the owner and the creator of Kellogg's was also a Jewish man?
Cornflakes.
No big deal there. But he also was into eugenics, and cornflakes was actually a part of eugenics.
Ooh, nigga.
Cornflakes was invented. Hold on.
Okay, if you drip cancer, we not do no Illuminati rituals. Diddy bitch boy, dibby prick now, money clip soil. Okay, if you drip cancer, in an oil. Okay, if you drip cancer, in.
Whatever them a do, no, we don't do. They live in the mirage, don't confuse it with the move. When they offer proof, don't confuse it with the truth. And it's always John Wilkes what I'm doing in the booth. Y'all niggas pussy, I could tell. No matter how you dress it up, I could recognize the smell. Know how to cast a demon out and confine it to a hell.
Boy, next time, instead of saying John Wilkes, maybe you should say Thomas Crooks.
No backbone, looking at the lies that they tell. They tuck it between their legs, I be hanging there. Fuck a hospital.
How is this shit not fun? How are y'all not enjoying this motherfucking movie that they're showing us? What the fuck?
I was born in the manger, nigga. Sundown town flow, this is danger, nigga. I bring style to a bar like a hanger, nigga. It's back to thinking like we are elitists. What you call rhythm and poetry, I call that shit egregious. Churches in session centers, we the new preachers, and we boom baptize all these motherfucking
we not do no Illuminati rituals, diddy bitch boy. Dibby prick now, money clip soil. Okay, if you drip cancer in an oil. Okay, if you drip cancer in an oil. We not do no Illuminati rituals, diddy bitch boy. Dibby prick now, money clip soil. Okay, if you drip cancer in an oil. Okay, if you drip cancer in.
Fire music, motherfucking Friday. Think High Crew live on Podbean.
Yeah.
Wax on, wax off. SOTOV.
Wax on, wax off. Miyagi all in my forms. David, son with a prophet. Cobra Kai on that throne. Rings on the serpent. Dragons all in my circle. Lord of all of those rings. MC of the circus. In the midst of all my thoughts is where I like to play. I put it all on wax, immortalize the way. Surfing on purpose is more than title page. Cause nowadays the chase for endorphins makes for an exciting race. And everybody running something. Yeah. And if they ain't, I bet they running from it. Duality's a bitch. Your confidence is inconsequence and knowing what's to give. Tell me something I don't know. Give me love that I won't get. Show me something I can't see. Prove to me that I know. Fret you worry about how I got here. Imagine where I'm going next. What you see it is no fear. Bitch, I burn it down till ain't nothing left. Tell me something I don't know. Give me love that I won't get. Show me something I can't see. Prove to me that I know. Fret you worry about how I got here. Imagine where I'm going.
Hold up. Yep. It just came in. Still undefeated.
Next, what you see it is no fear, but I burn it down till ain't nothing left. Tell me something I don't know. In a city full of that gun smoke. Yeah. The liars stand in the front row. It's a war, nigga. Why you think they call it a front phone? Yeah. Well, I'm not that nigga to front on. Fuck saying names, I ain't taking aim. I just drop grenades with no pen. No need to raise the bar for this. The way I move is too legit. I'm God tier of this rap shit. Double dog spelled backwards. To blast at me is blasphemy. But if it makes you better get active, king. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. I'm a selfish God, I need the curses too. And to call out your name will mean that I worship you. But the irony is I can't say your name that I never knew. Something I don't know. Give me love that I won't get. Show me something I can't see. Prove to me that I know. Fred, you worry about how I got here. Imagine where I'm going next. What you see it is no fear. Bitch, I burn it down till ain't nothing left. Tell me something I don't know. Give me love that I won't get. Show me something I can't see. Prove to me that I know. Fred, you worry about how I got.
Give me love that I won't get. You fuck ass bitches. Y'all don't even know what that means.
Imagine where I'm going next. What you see it is no fear, but I burn it down till ain't nothing left. Tell me something I don't know.
Shout out to Podbean. We wouldn't be broadcasting from Podbean if every other motherfucking platform didn't shut us the fuck down. I guess that's a what's up to Podbean.
Yeah,
shit, they ain't shut us
they
down
ain't shut
yet.
us down yet. They said keep going. London fog.
Motherfuckers must be racist or some shit.
Yeah, gotta scream it like alert, spoiler alert. Another track with another verse. Coming from the netherworld, got this body on a tether cord. Portal on my back like a ninja sword. We at war, but the fog don't show. What the conscious knows, so that I can't see where the mind won't go. Love is the absence of fear. Befriended the demons, so angels stay near. Angles appear, shapes create prisms, and prisons of mirrors. Clash with the gods with this pen as a spear. Been through the hell without showing the fear. We implode what you hoping so dear. Explosion is floating your ears. Fractals on fractals are focused so clear. Dying so well that my living is weird. But you feeling is weird. But you feeling is here. Cause the truth is the truth, nigga. No matter what you call.
I just gotta say this. The truth is the truth, yeah, no matter what you call fact. Now, how in the fuck is the Democratic Party, since I'm gonna get political real quick, how the fuck are they calling Republicans weird, bruh? That don't even make no goddamn sense. A motherfucker that don't know what the fuck they are gonna tell somebody else they weird.
Fact. And the fact of the matter is, I'm certain mad on these tracks. Controlling the frequency as a.
Like, I'm not a Republican, but I just align more with, like, logical, like, not all the shit, right? But
what's her name? Valentinez. What's that senator? What's she out of?
Gomez.
Gomez. She said Republicans. Listen, y'all. And she's a Republican, obviously, right? But to me, as a guy who stands like right in the middle, it was so funny because that's exactly how I feel about both parties. You know, she said Republicans are for guns, food, and ammunition. Democrats are for gay shit, pronouns, and more gay shit. And I laughed my ass off. Go ahead, bro. You can drop it.
Dingously, it's just the free in me. Or maybe these shrooms gave birth to my truth through this womb. That's why I be getting high.
What about just being for, like, just some normal shit? I'm in it. I'm in here for just being just like
shit.
Normal.
Either
shit.
One side you're just guns and food.
Yeah.
And like, damn, I'm more than just guns and food. I like good music and you know what I'm saying? Just guns and food over here. And on the other side is just gay shit and pronouns.
It's like, well, goddamn, shit. I mean, you know, hey. The fuck?
I'll take some guns and then I'll take the guns and the food. Fuck it. I don't need no more gay shit. I'm through it.
Yeah, they done gave me enough gay shit to last the rest of my whole life.
and I love my gay people too.
The way No. It's just like, you know, it's another whole nother vibe of gay shit.
Yeah, it's a different kind of gay shit. Yeah,
and it's like.
Not the regular gay shit either.
And it's not an optional gay shit. It's fucking forced down. You will be forced.
Mandatory gay shit.
Yeah, mandatory, mandated and shit. They're like 2020, we finna mandate gay shit. Fuck it. Mandate the fuck out this bitch. And if they don't follow the mandate, they're racist.
In my London fog, popping shrooms, rolling line. In my London.
Well, they're right wing racist at that. There's no such thing as a left wing. There's no such thing as a left wing racist. There's only
today, bro.
a right wing racist.
That's why I be getting high in my London fog. My London fog. Fucking London fog.
But it appears that the ancients were interested in the study of how to discriminate and discern which were the good angles coming in and which were the bad angles. In astrology, they're angles or angels, and the language of angels is astrology.
Yo, everything came from black, so we can put a halt to the races. The issue is awakening.
I think that World War II era was, maybe even from World War I to World War II, I think that was a reset. Because that's when America became superpower of the world. And that's when another superpower fell. And so we look at America is the shit and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is America's only 250 something years old. There was a city, Berlin, that was 700 years plus old, and it was just like
some crazy shit though that people don't talk about. When Hitler, you know what? You're right. It was a melting pot. It was a dope spot, but it was just
it was like New York City, but like Berlin, and a lot older.
The first thing that Hitler did, one of the first laws he implemented was he got rid of the gay shit, and he shut down all the gay bars and all the gay clubs. And then
gay porn and
the porn, which was ironically ran by all the Jew people, right? And the Jews in Germany, all the cornflakes, all the cornflakes fucking ran it, and so that got shut down. And then the second thing he did was he stopped usury. He stopped the usury. And shut down. So the first two things that he done, and that's what's so fucking wild is that they say that this motherfucker is so fucking horrible, right? Like that. The first thing that he did wasn't even fucking kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? The first thing he did was like, look, we getting rid of this gay shit and we getting rid of this usury shit, and then we can go from there. And then that caused the problem. Like, man, that shit's fucking crazy when you start thinking about it, bro. Them cornflakes is off the chain, and then now they got niggas thinking that it's to go. To me, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is my thought on it all. How you said it was a reset around that time. I think it's always been a fight for this place over here, for America. I think everything that they did in World War II was to get. I think that the cornflakes believe that America is their holy chosen land, and
100%.
I don't think that they think it's Israel.
That's why there's cornflakes and frosted flakes.
Yes, facts.
You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers started figuring out what the cornflake was. So then they had to throw in the frosted on that bitch. Right?
I designed this.
These motherfuckers, yeah. They're great.
I'm fucking over this nigga. I'm so done with this nigga today, y'all. I'm shutting up. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah. It's that dirty money. Yeah. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting
blessings. I be counting blessings. Every time the phone ring, I be manifesting. Tell the wife to bust it open, I'm trying to create a heaven. Money so dirty, I dress it up like a reverend nigga. I be counting hearses, killing all of these verses. My curses come with a purpose, I spell it out if it's worth it. Casting all this power to conjure up something perfect. Now a nigga breathe a fire for putting wings on the surface.
I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting
lessons. I be counting lessons. Never took a L unless rolling something impressive. A million streams down and they still sleep on the message. When you get it out the mud, it ain't nothing that they can question, nigga. I be moving mountains, too many for me to count them. Everybody gon' eat, that chalice flow like a fountain. Dirty money come in, I divide her up on the counter. No measure for our success when the balance is truly ours.
I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting.
I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us.
Yeah, eyes out, they want a nigga blind to this shit. Fuck around, find out, niggas really God in this bitch.
And on Tuesdays, you can fuck around and find out with us, FAFO Tuesdays. You can fuck around and find out exactly what he just said.
Just watch how I move.
I'm just trying.
And for the motherfuckers on the slow bus, the people that showed up late, or the ones that just wasn't listening, I'm gonna run it back.
And make it out to Caliuga.
DJ Crazy.
All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, eyes out, they want a nigga blind to this shit. Fuck around, find out, niggas really God in this bitch. Just watch how I move. It's all in my genes, DNA of an 80s baby. I should've been born with a triple beam, now that's balance. Bitch, I trap hard, NASCAR with that pack. Hit the gas, make them circle back. Niggas got Jesus running laps. Told them then I keep with that bag. I'm in the 12th house with them 9 guys, pushing fire all through this tripod, holding yo God in a glass. Left the field talk for them field niggas. Whips and chains are a real killer. No mask on so it feel realer. I'm not black, I'm God. Still nigga, so try Jesus, don't try me, or you gon' end up in your fucking grave quicker, nigga.
I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us.
Yeah, I blow smoke in the devil's face. Loud enough to keep hell hot. Cold enough to make your bezel break. All this dope in my trap house. A nigga fuck around, might catch a case. Press pills, fentanyl, nigga fuck around, see Baphomet. Ain't no love, this triple black. They'll shoot it out like Cinemax. Then double back with a bigger strap. It's a different path, but they into that. Yeah, fuck around, play with the guys of the dark, nigga, you'll get death. Yeah, fuck around, play with the fire, the L, nigga, you'll get wet. Yeah, cocaine, Mary Jane, we done had it all on the interstate. Yeah, cocaine, heroin, seen them put it all in they veins. Yeah, brain full of octane, OG to the face. Yeah, shit, ain't nothing changed. Nigga still tripping and I'm feeling like Cobain. Yeah,
I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga.
Man, I knew a dude that had so much work in his house that he told me, I don't give a fuck if I get raided. And I was like, what do you even mean by that? He said, man, I got so much work in this bitch. He said, I'm so connected. He said, let a motherfucker raid this motherfucker. He's like, I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go to another house, and my shit's going to be sitting there waiting on me.
All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it.
Hey, tell him he can go to SOTOV
All these guns and
on anything. SOTOV, let him know, Lou. SOTOV, all capitals. SOTOV on any platform. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. Deezer, Pandora's Box, Pandora.
Use the way that everybody uses to find anything. Google.
Yes, sir. All caps. SOTOV on anything. You can let him know.
Yeah, man. That dude really said that, and he really meant it. He was really like, I am not worried about anything like that. I left out of there like, God damn, this motherfucker has some shit.
Drugs, you know how we do it. How we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make.
He said, as long as the fucking city gets paid back for the SWAT team and all that shit of all their hours, everything that gets paid back was used. He's like, I'm all good. I'm like, God damn, talk about fucking being connected, bro. What the fuck? How does that even happen? Like, damn.
Get out to Caliuga. All this fucking dirty money. You know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us.
Later, I found out that motherfucker had an FBI handler, and but you know, when you get to that level in anything, right, business of any sort, when you get to a certain level, you're either forced to either play ball or at least rub fucking elbows with the whole industry, and the industry might have a whole nother side to it that says it's the good guy or the police, right? But in all reality, it's still part of that whole industry.
Facts.
And it's crazy as fuck. Think about it like that.
Yeah, it is. Picture how much that means. Picture how many other people would have been involved in that Diddy shit, or how many other people was involved with, you know, so much other shit that, you know, we just don't fucking know. We would never fathom. You would think, oh, this motherfucker's a drug kingpin. He been selling fucking birds, you know, this whole time, not knowing that the governor or that, you know, president or ex-president Bill Clinton was the one who put him in power to be able to get birds shipped in,
right,
to his you know, to his city or whatever, where he was at. Like, God damn, I watched that whole little documentary about that, about how the Clinton family ran a very large cocaine operation straight through the airport.
Yeah, they had. I was about to say they had the airport on lock, the whole shit.
Yep.
Hey, so remember how we was talking about the fucking Olympics?
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody's ever even seen what I'm talking about, but so I actually not just getting the second or third from social media, but I actually watched this part of the Olympics live. Me and my wife was watching it, and so it's like we watched the whole floor finals, right? Of the gymnastics. I watched a lot of just gymnastics in general, but because I feel like that's like the last thing that might not be rubbed. You hear me?
I'm listening to you.
I feel like that's like, I feel like MMA, at least UFC, I feel like that's kind of rigged. I feel like boxing's rigged to a certain level, right? Like, I don't think all boxing's rigged, but I think like some boxing's rigged.
Right, for sure.
Depending on how much money's involved.
Yeah.
And then
people don't think that somebody's getting paid to take dives sometimes, like, then you just don't understand that that's been happening since it's been the professional.
I mean, I think baseball's rigged. Why? Well, because we know for a fact that people have been caught using steroids. Yeah. And if people get caught using steroids, that means they were allowed to use them for a little while. Mm-hmm. So maybe that, you know what I'm saying? So it's just little things like that I look at, and I'm like,
when your players, when the players are allowed to bet, and they bet against their own team.
Exactly.
They get out there and throw the game, and then they're like, "Oh no, he wasn't purposely throwing the game." Like, but he made sure that he covered his spread, so that his bet that he made against himself we're making millions of dollars. There's people on trial right now in the MLB for that type of shit right now. My cousin MJ was
Well,
telling
and
me
then
about
like loading the bats, making the bats, like there's just all kind of stuff that people know about, and it's like, well, if you know
you just
of
feel
those,
like
if you know
that's
about that
still
fraudulent.
somewhat pure. Is the gymnastics is what you're saying compared to everything else?
Well, I just feel like it's like the Olympics in general, like because it's so big.
Right.
It's every country's involved, like
Right.
well, not every, but for the most
It
part.
would take a like the level of conspiracy would be like so
On some
large.
COVID level.
Yeah, it would have to be
Or
on a
some shit.
worldwide level
Like,
for it to be. Yeah, I can. That's what I was just trying to explain to somebody else. I was like, bro, like if they really wanted all of this drama that we've been forced to believe about the Olympics, right? Like if everything that they've been putting out there about this person being a man or this person using steroids or this person all this shit that they're putting out there about this fucking Olympic shit, or this is unfair or that's unfair and this is not cool and blah 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 blah. Like I think it's all just a propaganda to get people to watch it because there's no fucking way that the like you were saying the scale of that conspiracy would be a whole country. It's
right.
doctors. It's you know what I mean? Like you talking about like which I'm not saying is impossible, right? But
Exactly.
there's that even in our government, there's at least 2% of our politicians who didn't get money, who don't get money from APEC. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it's hard to believe that means 100% of Algeria or Algeria's government is in cohorts with this shit, and that means 100% of China's government is in cohorts with
Right.
This shit, and then with those judges and shit you were talking about with the floor routine and shit too. That means you know what I mean, like the whole Olympic organization would have to take responsibility for some shit if the scores didn't match the performances and
Right.
shit. How you were talking to me about, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's a very big conspiracy,
it
to
is.
try to prove, you know what I mean? Like it's more probable that it's just some regular
Some betting or inside betting or some shit going on. Or like certain events, a powerful country says we got a lot of money riding on this person to win this
No, you're
specific
right
event.
though, because to be fair, depending on the country you're from, right? You get shit for winning. You know what I mean? They give these people like the dude, the gymnast, the Taiwanese gymnast, the male. He got a 2-bedroom apartment in Taiwan, and he gets free food and cookies from certain restaurants for the rest of his life. And he got a like a $50,000 check. In Italy, the girl who fucking tapped out of the match with the alleged man from Albania or Algeria, she got 50 grand from her government for losing. Like, why did she even it's just weird. Like, there's a lot of weird shit going on. Like you said, I think it's more probable that there's a bunch of inside betting going on this shit too. Because I didn't know you can bet on the Olympics in the way that you can bet on that shit just like you bet on everything else. I didn't know that.
I know, right?
Yeah, I did not know that at all. That was something that was kind of shocking to me. But I'm like, well, I guess it makes sense though. When it comes to that, now I wanted you were talking about that floor routine and shit, right? Like, I wanted to because I was trolling somebody online, and Lou, you'll be proud of me for this. I was trolling a motherfucker online, and I'm like, that's not fair. That because she's a clinical dwarf, or she has a genetic, which would be like, I guess you would say a genetic mutation, right? Because normal people aren't that little. That's why she's called a dwarf, right? Clinically a dwarf. But because she's a dwarf, this ball can do 3 flips in a row, and they name it after her, Simone. This is Simone. That's her signature shit. No other girl can do it. And so, like, the degree of difficulty is so high because most of the girls aren't 4'8" with the body structure of a small superhero. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest about it. So it's just like I was just trolling somebody today because they were just they were talking shit about these some Olympians, and then they they give credit to other ones, and I think that's also part of the the propaganda to be able to, because obviously you want your person to win. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like I feel like all of these countries allow even the negative publicity to spread because it brings more attention to their countries.
Right.
So like even if they're losing,
Yo,
or
I'm
even if
tripping
they,
over
you know
the
what I mean?
fact there's 4 employees in here with colored hair.
Go ahead, get that number then. I see you took a picture of her. She
Hell
might
no.
take your soul.
That's the only green colored one. There was 3 other blue ones.
You see that picture? No, but look, she'll
I
take
ain't
my
looked at
nigga's
it.
soul. She'll take my nigga's soul. Is that a mother? Oh
Wow, that's a vibe, bro.
Yo,
That's a
this is just
vibe, bro.
inside here.
You goddamn right, that's a vibe. Shit, motherfucker want to make me ball my goddamn fists up vibe.
I just didn't know there was this many colored people hair or colored hair people in this motherfucker.
Like, bitch,
Like,
I don't need nothing to drink. Leave me alone.
I didn't know if it's just the
Boy.
gin or what, but all of a sudden,
Hey,
all I see is
I
colored
bet
hair
you
people.
she at least got an open mind to some shit. She probably at least smoked some weed. God damn. Green
I
hair
don't know.
green like that. You
Oh,
know
she's
she
definitely
token.
rolling a backwood.
Yeah. Shit. That motherfucker smoking out of a bowl, bro.
Hey. Oh shit, son. But you know,
but
I completely
so
agree with what you're saying though.
well,
No, when it
well, the
comes to
reason
this
why I say
Olympics.
this shit is because I see like, all right, I see people saying they wanted to have 3 black women on the podium, and that's why this went down like that. Well, for one, the winner, the gold medal winner, is Brazilian.
Right.
So I guess since I guess since she's black now, I guess everybody with that skin tone or lighter or a little bit darker is considered black. Which, if I was Brazilian, I would want to be considered Brazilian. I wouldn't want somebody to be like, "Oh, you're black," and be like, "Nah, I mean, I ain't got nothing against black
Well,
people, but shit, I'm Brazilian."
You see what that Congolese dude said to that one black dude on that went viral.
Oh yeah,
Cause
yeah,
he was like, "I'm not none of you nigger dirty bitch." He went off on that. That
exactly.
shit had me crying. I
You
was like,
lazy American, black American.
yeah, he dogged the fuck out of that dude. He's like, I'm
Yep.
Congolese, get it right, you know. And then but what's funny is that then he spoke French, and that's made me laugh so
I'm
fucking
like,
hard.
bro, like you just spoke French on his ass
This
after
nigga
you called him
spoke.
all that. Like, what the fuck? And it ain't because you just wanted to learn French, motherfucker.
Holy
You know what I'm
shit,
saying? Like,
son. And
that's
then
who
you look up who,
colonized you.
right?
God
Oh
damn,
my
what the fuck you
god,
talking about?
bruh. I was so fucking dead, bro. I was like,
At
and
least,
nobody pointed that shit out either. Nobody
yeah.
pointed it out. I'm like, bro, you just spoke French, nigga. Like,
And like I said, and it's not because you went to school and was like, oh, I think I'll learn how to speak
nah,
French this time.
absolutely.
Nah, it was because that's how you was brought up, because you got your whole shit was colonized
The
by.
Congo was congolized by
Yeah.
man. And that's why I was like, damn, he done taught all of that shit and then spoke French. I'm like, he had me for a minute, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I feel him, but then I'm like, just like a white person born in Jamaica, you can't say that nigga's not Jamaican. The thing about that black thing is that they tried to make this a culture for the brown people in America, and it's like, why it can't be a culture if there's no country. There's no country
Right.
behind it. There's no fucking place behind it. So it can't be a culture. It has to be a country. Like we learned that in fucking, what was that, geography class? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like about populations and peoples, and there's a country and the countries have cultures, and it doesn't, matter what fucking color you are. If you're a brown skinned German dude, you're not a black German. You're just a fucking German.
Right. Or it's like when people
Yo, that's facts. I know if I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, my ass would be black.
Exactly. So think about it. So it's like, if you take somebody that lives an African culture or a Mexican culture or Puerto Rican culture, then that's like a subculture inside of them. If they live in America, then that's like a subculture inside of America because it's still American culture all around them.
Right.
They're still one way or another. If you live in America, I mean, you're a part of American culture.
The culture
one way
of
or another.
America, the culture of America was a melt. It was supposed to be
right.
a melting
That's what I'm
pot.
saying.
That was the culture, So that meant that there was millions or hundreds of thousands at least of different kind of cultures since the time of its inception to now has been.
Yep.
And plus, America's so young. Do they even have a culture?
Right? Yeah,
What is like our food culture?
I mean, shit, our culture now is just fucking, we blow you the fuck up if you don't do what the fuck you want. Like, that's the only culture that I think we've adopted.
You goddamn right, though. Think about it. McDonald's, Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? Like, that's like part of American culture right there.
Yeah, like if you go back far enough, you're all of a sudden you're European.
Yep.
You're
right. And but if you go back even further, and then you got the fucking Indians saying that it was some other brown people.
Man, we don't know shit about Indians, man. Like, what type of music did they listen to?
Hey, bro.
Right.
I did some research on that though. They had some dope shit, bro. Like the rain. I know where the rain.
But like, what type of food did they eat?
From. They run with the bull. They had hunters.
Thanksgiving.
Nah, see, that's that European shit.
Nah, bro.
They had turkey,
the real corn, bro. The
turkey
purple,
and dressing.
The purple corn, the maroon corn, the black corn. You remember them corn?
We don't even know if that's our culture, bro. Real shit. Like, there's no real corn anymore.
No, there isn't. But I know what kind of corn they did have. I did do some extensive research on a couple tribes like the Cherokee, and I was really interested in like the other ones that was real warish, like the
what fruit trees grow naturally in the United States? We don't even know. Everything's cement or fucking shade trees.
Well, a lot of it's been brought over. Even cotton ain't even. Nova was talking about that. Cotton isn't even doesn't even originate.
Nah, cotton grows wild in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And all over the world, man.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, America has no culture. We have no idea what the culture is here.
Right. You're right.
This is like bison country. There's not a single bison in the United States right now.
Not no more. Shit.
Like, this shit is wild, bro. Like, what fruit really grew here? Nobody knows.
Florida, oranges in Florida and oranges.
Do we know that? Or do oranges grow in fucking Florida? Now they do, but did they?
Ohio's always had Buckeye trees. Is there some Buckeye?
The fuck is a Buckeye?
Exactly, nigga. It's just like
I'm drunk, my bad.
No, you good. It's just like a fucking nut. But I'm just saying they
Buckeyes one of them nuts, but ain't used for a goddamn thing.
Yo, I would have never thought almonds grow in sand. Almonds grow on the beach.
Hey, let me tell you a secret, bro. This shit is crazy. So motherfucking these little shops down here at the beach, these motherfuckers sell Buckeyes in there for $1 and tell people they came from a goddamn tree in Jamaica. I'm dead ass serious, bro.
That's what I'm saying. America doesn't know what America had before America was America.
Absolutely, bro.
Right, because
that's the big question.
So we don't have a culture. It's just a big ass experiment.
Yep. Yo, 100%, 100% is an experiment.
Yep.
And I know that might sound super crazy. So get back to the fucking thing I was talking about real quick. Okay. So okay, so I watched it, right? Now I will give it to Simone Biles. I don't have to say she's great because she's wearing a chain that's got a goat on it. And it's not Baphomet. It's the goat. It's a goat. She's saying she's the goat. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I see Simone Biles doing her thing, and she gets so fucking high up sometimes on the floor and the vault, all the shit she does, right? She's amazing. But she goes out of bounds a lot. I'm not saying she falls, but she does go out of bounds a lot. I think it's because she's so goddamn high up in the fucking air that, the human body can only do so much, I guess. And
and those are lightly spring. Those floors have a little spring in it to help.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So so I see her go out of bounds, and then her last name's Childs, the other girl that won bronze for the United States. I see her go out of bounds, and so I'm like, well, they didn't fall. You know what I'm saying? So they'll get a little points taken off, and they'll probably still do good. Well, bro, I saw this Romanian girl and this Algerian girl. I think she was Algerian. I know one of them was Romanian. They might have both been Romanian. But anyway, they did perfect. I'm not saying they did better or worse. I'm just saying they didn't fuck up one time. They didn't step out of bounds. They didn't fall. They did all the stuff. The only thing that I heard the judges say, they said one of their artistic performance might not have been perfect, right? So it's like, okay, so maybe that's how they got judged. But anyway, it blew my mind to see that Simone Biles got silver and the other girl, Childs, got bronze, and they stepped out of bounds.
Right.
And then the other girls from these other countries, the two I'm talking about that were able to even be considered to beat one of them, right? Like they didn't step out of bounds. And the girl Childs, her routine that she stepped out of bounds on was the same difficulty level as one of the girls I'm talking about.
Right.
And so then they said she stepped out of bounds. Bro, they showed the motherfucker slow motion.
She didn't step out.
And the girl did not step out of bounds. And they took the point off, I believe, because the coach didn't get up. They showed the motherfucker on the big screen in there. Everybody in there was like, damn, she didn't step out of bounds. Her coach didn't get up and say anything. But the United States girl, her coach got up and said something, and they got the motherfucking point redacted or taken, put it back, whatever it was. So that girl won bronze. And I know this sounds like a lie, but you just got to see it. That girl from the United States won bronze, and Simone Biles won silver, and then the girl from Brazil won gold. Now, the girl from Brazil, she did perfect. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking to myself, well, fuck, like, I mean, does the United States really have that much fucking influence on the Olympic Games to where their prize, Simone Biles, had to win silver? And then I'm going to go a step further. I love the United States, so I'm going to go a step further and say that the guy Noah Lyles, that's like the fastest runner out of the United States, he got bronze, and then all of a sudden he had COVID. Now, I mean, I'm just saying, bro, it's a lot of weird type of excuse type shit going on.
Yeah, it is.
And we all know that, America just blatantly come out and do something and say, yeah, and.
Right. I mean, to think about it, bro, like this whole thing.
Now, I don't, like I told you, I don't know how they judge this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that nobody did, but I'm just saying from me watching the Olympics,
right?
Watching that and pretty much understanding how the Olympics go, right? Like how the shit that happens out of like for me to see that, I'm like, damn, man, this is kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? Like maybe, and that's like I said, maybe it is because Simone Biles does this crazy motherfucking shit and she just pops out of bounds, but she still killed it. So maybe, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I know that when you have a move that no other girl can do, even if you don't land it, say you step out of bounds when you land it, right? Because you're so high and shit like that, then, you know what I'm saying? I know that you get more points for the difficulty level, and obviously you get points deducted. I don't know if it balances it out enough, you know what I mean, for her to still get the silver. You know what I mean? I just don't know exactly how they did that. But to me, like, I'm like, I don't see why people, because everybody was making so many different, arguments about shit. You know what I mean? When it came to this fucking Olympics, especially with like, oh, that person has the ability to do this and this person doesn't. And it's like, well, in basketball, Muggsy Bogues was 5'5" and Jordan was 6'6", but he hated playing against that motherfucking Muggsy Bogues. He said, I hated playing that short motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just because you never knew where he was at on the court. And it's just like to think like,
And
I
how
don't know,
many
man.
times, let's be honest, how many times does somebody in the NBA play against somebody that's 5'5"?
Right, man, and at the
I
same
mean, is it
time, it's
like
like,
you're kind of like, I don't even know what to do at
is
this
is
point.
it is it is it is it Muggsy Bogues' fault because he's genetically the average height, or is it
Jordan,
unfair for
yeah.
Michael Jordan because he's basically got a genetic mutation that makes him fucking goddamn 6'6", 6'7"? You know what I'm saying? Like tall people are genetic mutations. That's why they're so rare. Like there's not that many people fucking that's just big as fuck like that, right? That's not normal, right? And even Simone Biles being a dwarf, right? That's not technically normal. You know what I mean? So like you had people talking about like, damn, well, if everybody could be if all of the gymnasts could be 4'8" and technically dwarfs, they would be able to do these moves that only Simone can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, well, I mean, maybe it's true. Maybe their body is too long for them to do fucking 3 fucking flips, and they can't jump that high. But because of she weighs this much and she's only 4'8", does that mean she has an advantage just genetically? You know what I mean? Like, and it's just weird how all of it's been up to question, from what the fuck an actual woman is all the way down to how the fuck did we get in a situation where it's the United States is always coming home with the most fucking medals and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. I think the influence with that shit is pretty big because, like I said, like, all right, if we look at the past of the Olympics and what it's always been, it started, I guess, in Greek mythology. They talked about, the Olympic games and
Olympia.
shit, right? In Olympia, right? And it was for each country, the mortals. The mortals were to get their countries together, and they would
It really
perform.
started from the goddamn gladiators, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
and they
mean?
would perform in front of the
And then
gods,
that
and
shit got too damn violent, and it was like, well,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, and it was a lot, yeah, because they did a whole bunch of like crazy shit, but then it was like each country got to perform their best for the gods, and like, you know what I mean, and the gods would reward them based on, you know what I'm saying, their performances. You know what I mean, the gold, silver, and bronze medals, like, and then every 4 years they would come back and do it again. But if you won for your country, right, and you put on for your country, it brung fame and notoriety and business. Even people want to do business with your country and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was like the Hunger Games of the past, and now they really starting to look like the real life Hunger Games now,
Yeah.
because it's like these people go in there literally fighting for their country, my nigga, and it's crazy. I don't know, man, and I think that's why I think there is some cheating that's going on, because they literally take this competition as like a non-physical world war.
Yeah.
I mean, a
100%.
lot of the competitors are cool and whatnot. Obviously, there's some sportsmanship involved. That's what it's called when you behave yourself. But honestly, everybody was in there probably talking, lightweight talking shit to each other.
And have you heard about the fucking orgies that go on
So I
between the?
know. What
Oh
up?
goddamn! Between the Olympic athletes, bro, they had a motherfucking in. I don't know if
I
it was
wouldn't even
last
doubt it, bro.
Olympics, but this Olympics too, and probably because it was in France, so it's like even more promoted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But last Olympics, I don't know if it happened because it was the whole COVID shit, but like the one before that, and I think like a lot of other Olympics. So the villages that they put the people up in or whatever, they always have these big ass parties, bro. And them motherfuckers be over there having orgies. And one time that shit happened, and like some kind of STD broke out, and
Oh
it
my
was like
god.
a bad situation or whatever. So it's crazy how Russia's not allowed in the Olympic Games either. And if we go back to the
Damn,
World
they're
War II
not.
era, no, hell no. They said they're not allowed, but Ukraine is, and Israel is. So think about
Right.
that now.
Yeah,
Hold
that
up
shit's
now. Whoa, whoa,
wild,
whoa.
bro.
So Israel, Palestine,
Mhm.
Ukraine, but not Russia. Weird.
And
Um,
how is even? Oh my gosh! Like these niggas, yeah. I think there's a lot of bullshit going on. It's really more. it's no longer like friendly competition between countries. It's literally
Well,
they
and then
turn it
also if
into
you, I just
a
got
fight for
to
your
say,
fucking life. Yeah.
if you look at who runs the Olympics, it's cornflakes.
Yeah, it is cornflakes. It's cornflakes all and frosted flakes. A lot of frosted
Yes,
flakes
frosted
mixed in
flakes
with
too.
them cornflakes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of frosted flakes. Um, that's so fucking wild, bro.
So
I
so
didn't really
Russia's
think
not
of.
allowed.
I didn't know that.
Um,
I was
Russia's not
wondering where the
allowed,
fuck they
but
were, and I'm like, I haven't seen anybody from Russia now that I think about it. You right. You absolutely right, bro.
yeah, I
My
mean
bad.
they
Yeah, I didn't
like
know. I
I
just didn't know
remember
that.
watching the thing and they were like,
Cause I
and
haven't
this
watched
year,
it live. I just been
this
watching the.
Olympics, Russia won't be competing because of its war crimes or whatever the fuck they said, and it was just like,
What?
and it's not like I'm not saying I support Russia in war, but I'm just like, damn, bro, like
Ah,
the Olympics should still. But think about it, Germany
shit.
got kicked out of the Olympics way
Yeah,
back in World War II era, before World
yeah,
War II. And then they had the whole the Nazis had their own goddamn Olympics.
right. They did, and they
That's
invited
crazy,
the
bro.
Americans and shit. They invited
Hmm.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm not saying I'm not saying creating a conspiracy theory by saying the Olympics are rigged, whatever, but I'm just saying that I saw what I saw. And just like
I
when I
feel
saw,
like, bro. I, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
I
to
saw
interrupt.
what
I
I
was just
saw, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And it
I just get the
can't
weird
unsee
feeling
it.
that there's more at stake than what we know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just odd.
Hmm.
It's like this odd feeling that, excuse me, these athletes, some of them at least are participating, at a for more than what the fuck we even. Not even saying like, oh, they got like a family member who passed, or they're trying to honor. I'm not. I'm talking about like their country got bets on it. Like like yo, you got to win this,
Hmm.
or you got to at least do better than so and so, or we gonna end up da 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 because we made a bet with Europe that you know what I mean. Like I think like it's just
Right.
odd
Well,
shit
how about this
like
too?
that.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I really don't care, but I thought it was really interesting to see that Simone Biles is going to donate $4 million to Kamala Harris's uh, campaign or whatever. And I'm just like, well, I don't care about the politics of it, right? But all I'm saying
Right.
is damn, Simone, you just got $4 million just sitting around that you can just give away.
Right. Right.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Right. Well, I mean,
Damn.
I was reading.
And she sat out the last Olympics, bro. She sat out because of her mental health. Because she
Hmm.
said she had the twisties, which
But she
was,
got the
probably a real thing. But I'm just saying, like, damn, bro, like you're an Olympic athlete. All you do is train and you got 4 million?
yeah, it's from the endorsements and shit that they allegedly get. But
Which is not even supposed to be like
yeah,
like
bro, I really think that some of these people listen. Maybe I
I'm just
think
saying let's just be honest.
right. Okay.
What major brand do you know of that you would associate Simone Biles? I'm not saying there's not one. I'm just saying I don't know one. What major brand is there out that you would say, oh, that reminds me of Simone Biles because I saw so.
Right. Right. Well, the only thing I've seen her do Wheaties, and I think she's got some kind of. I think it's fucking some kind of gym. I don't know all of the fucking shit, but I know she got a couple of fucking contracts. Maybe Nike. Don't LeBron got a contract with Nike? I think she's under
Because
Nike with
see,
LeBron.
Simone Biles is a little bit older than the rest of the gymnasts, so maybe she does have like a school or like whatever. You know what I mean?
No, I
Something
don't think she
that
got
she
like a
owns.
school. I just think like I don't know, man. I don't know if she got like a school, but I know that she does. Her obviously her man is an NFL football player. But
Right.
what I was gonna say is that because when you start looking into shit, you see she's adopted. And her parents aren't really her parents. And then you look at shit like Victor Wembanyama, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really starting to think that these niggas are genetically engineered in a lab, bro.
I mean, because I'm just saying, like, why did you hear it
Bro,
here
if you can
that
listen,
Simone
think about it.
Biles? Why does somebody have to hear it on a fucking podcast that Simone Biles was adopted? Because I bet you nobody knows that. Because it's not talked about.
Yeah, they don't talk about it. But it's just weird because it's like in the same, few years, we've gotten this dude who's 7'1", 7'3", 7'5", or some stupid shit, like an 8 foot wingspan. He then jumped into the league, into the NBA, and nobody really knows about his past, like in and how he like how
Right.
we hide this damn near 8 foot nigga who actually doesn't have like a disorder or a mutation. He can move and dribble and yo, what up, Mr. B Great? And he can move like a 6 footer and shit. The way you gotta just watch him. He's definitely a unicorn, right? Because
No,
most
I know
people
who you're talking
born,
about.
yeah, most people
He's
born like
tall and
that,
skinny.
they have a problem though.
What
Most
is
people
his
born
name?
like that. Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, I saw somebody selling one of his fucking cards or some shit the other day, and I almost bought that bitch because I was like, this dude's gonna go somewhere for real,
Yeah, he is, but
Because this son of a bitch don't even like a.
But anybody that big, bro, they'll tell you, bro. Anybody that big, right? They never every 7 footer in the league never lasts long. If you're over 7 foot, like Shaq was a rarity, Elijah Wan, they're all rarities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
those
Shaq
people,
can't even walk right now, hardly.
yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
that. Like,
Well, fucking, you see what happened to Yao Ming's ankles and feet tore up. You see what happens to fucking Ilgauskas, the Russians, ankles and feet tore up. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like Wembanyama was engineered in a lab. That's why he's so skinny, so that there's not as much weight and wear and tear on his joints
right.
and ligaments.
Well, okay.
Like,
So all right.
and then same thing with Simone Biles. I'm thinking like they were like, how do we make the perfect gymnast?
The
She's legally a
cornflakes.
dwarf, and when
The
you're a
cornflakes.
dwarf, bro, think about it. When you're a dwarf, bro, most dwarfs they're not built like regular people.
No, and then think about it. All right, so like, if she's a dwarf, where'd that come from? Because we don't know what her real parents look like,
right?
So it'd be some shit if they wasn't dwarfs.
But I mean, we know that the gray aliens are like 4'8".
Right.
Let me quit bullshit. But no, I'm just on some other shit just because I know how our genetics. I don't know everything about how our genetics works, but I have a clear understanding about how our DNA and RNA
But okay,
works
so our genetic.
But
then what about this though? Cornflakes were created by Kellogg's,
right,
as a eugenics.
Yes.
Who the fuck and how the fuck does anybody know that what you're saying hasn't been done through eugenics?
Oh my goodness, facts, bro.
I mean, stem cell research is cloning. It's not stem cell research. It's fucking cloning, and cloning is stem cell research. They just tell you in a different way.
Bro, let me break that all down to you as well. Just the way our genetics is made, right? You can tell it's like a program. It's put together like a computer program to operate how it's supposed to operate. Now, sometimes when you power up that computer program and get it to work, there's gonna be kinks and there's bugs in it. You know what I'm saying? And that is where you get Down syndrome. That is where you get your hermaphrodite syndrome. That's where you get the sex syndromes where you have an XY chromosome but you have a pussy, or you have a fucking XX fucking chromosome, and you know what I'm saying, you have a fucking a working dick as well.
Yeah,
like
some people
so
end
much
up
shit, right?
Well, some people
Down
have
syndrome, or you have an extra chromosome with Down syndrome. You know what I
and
mean?
then
Like,
some people with just no chromosome, nothing wrong, just they're a normal genetic human. They still got two buttholes.
Yeah.
One in their face and then one in their butt.
Right.
And it's like, you know what I mean? You think like, damn, how does this motherfucker walk around with two buttholes? Like everything he says is some bullshit.
Siamese twins, like there's so much shit that happens when our genetic code gets played with or fucked with. But the whole point is that it is programmable, and they found ways to program our DNA.
Yes. And there's a thing called an mRNA, which is a messenger that tells what to do.
To say that it's a possibility that Victor Wembanyama, who would probably be the perfect specimen of a basketball player to ever exist in the life of our human existence, bro. If there was the most perfect basketball specimen, it would be this guy. He's fucking almost 8 feet.
Hey, I got one for you too. I was watching fucking beach volleyball, Olympics, beach volleyball, United States versus Qatar, Qatar, however the fuck y'all motherfuckers want to take that. I'm gonna say QATAR. Y'all know where I'm talking about. So anyway, it's predominantly like Muslim, and then it's predominantly like oil money.
Yeah.
And so just if you could just understand that what you're saying about the basketball player, there was a fucking volleyball player, bro, that didn't seem like a real volleyball player.
Like she was drawn in there.
No,
like she was CGI.
It was a dude. It was a male.
He looked like he was CGI.
And the commentator made it a point to say it like 10 times. He was like, yeah, Qatar, they, through their laws, they're able to just bring someone from any country and just participate in the Olympic Games under their flag. And that's just how their thing is set up. He's like, so, it's not really even a thing about illegal or blah, blah, blah. And so I could see where they were going because, the whole thing about immigration, migration, all this shit. But also I was like, yeah, but at the same time, bro, like that dude don't even seem like a natural motherfucking human being out there.
Right.
I mean, he's spiking the bitch every time, blocking the shit every time, beat the fuck out of the United States. And I'm not saying that they're not supposed to, but I'm saying United States got beat so bad, bro. That shit they had to throw some other shit on after that because they didn't expect it to end that quick. And it's like and think about it. Okay, both players on the Qatar's team was not like that. It was just one of them. The other one was like a normal motherfucking human being. This other dude, bro, how do you jump that goddamn high in the fucking volleyball, in the sand, the beach sand? That's what beach sand, that's why they play in that sand, is they makes it harder.
People don't believe, like, they got, people getting those, they call them the male version of a BBL. Like, they're getting the height extenders. Like, people are getting that surgery, bro, where they're fucking putting inches on people. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a crazy surgery, like, where you can't walk for, like, 8 to 12 weeks, but once you build your shit back, then you're fucking 4 or 5 inches taller, nigga. Like that means I can go from what I'm like 5'9" to 5'10". I'm 5'9", 5'10", 5'9" and a half on a good day, nigga. You take that, you talking about I'll be 6'2", you know what I mean, 6'3".
Yeah, they stretch you out. They add some blocks in there or some shit, bro. Like
I have no idea how bro. Like they don't really fully explain it. I think they do some, but at the same time, right? We also know that they're trying to set up labs where you can actually pick the genetic code of your child that you're going to have, and they'll have a baby. It'll have a womb. They've created a womb outside of the woman, and you can have a baby without going through pregnancy. And they were talking about this would be great for women who want to have kids, but also want to be career women. Like what?
Why? Hey, think about this. Why in the fuck did Apple, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm saying why did they make a male pregnant emoji if that's not going to be a thing?
Right.
Because I think Apple, they got the money to see the future, bro. You feel me?
Bro. Yeah,
so
I get what you mean. It's almost like they got the money to make sure the cornflakes can put them where they need to be. So it's almost like that's almost guaranteed for them. So like
look, Frosted Flakes, let us know what we need to do to stay in business and stay ahead of the curve.
Stay ahead of the curve, right? Absolutely. And I think it's come down to some crazy, wild shit. And not to say like, Simone Biles is an alien, Victor Wembanyama is an alien. I just want you to open up to the possibilities of the technology that we have available to us that would make those type of things very possible. Like, and maybe it is set up to where, you know what I mean, people are going to that extreme. These countries are going to that extreme to be the winners of this. Like, why are the stakes seem like they've been so high, but we just don't even know. You know what I mean?
If we know that there's if we know that there's performance enhancing drugs being used and people get caught and don't get caught,
right,
then why would we think that another form of quote unquote medicine isn't being used also?
Yeah, and it's like,
I mean,
you're right. Because just to say that, because the director of the Olympics, the medical shit, he sat there and said they don't have a clear definition of what a woman is.
right. And
You know what I
what's his
mean?
last name? Do
I
you know what
can't
his last
remember
name is?
that motherfucker's last
I bet you
name,
it
bro.
starts with cornflake.
Yes, I bet it does. I bet it rhymes with frosted too. With frosted, I bet it rhymes with frosted flake. But you know, like, and that's another thing. So when you're talking about, because we're talking about the genetics, right, and we're talking about how we're set up and shit. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy how like they can say some shit like that when the controversy is just all out there when it comes to just genetics. Is it genetically fair for this person
Yep.
to have this syndrome and be participating with women? Is it genetically fair if Simone Biles is a legal dwarf, which makes jumping this high in the air for her extremely way easier than other girls? Is that it? Is that, or I mean, that's why I was
Right.
like, man,
And if for some reason those genetics were tampered with
right.
at birth, before birth,
Before, yeah, because
during, wherever you want to say, then
yep.
does that make it fair or not?
Right, right. I mean, shit, bro. Like, is it fair if I challenge you to an outdoor basketball game and we just play until we got tired? But because I got melanin, you gonna have to quit before me because you would get sunburned. You know what I'm saying? Is that genetically fair? I charge you to, like, hey, you know what I mean? Let's see who
Right.
can lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, that's not. You just got to think about it, like how, like, where are we gonna draw the line at? Because obviously we are fucking lost in the sauce when it comes to it. But that's why I think that there's something else going on behind the scenes. Like, this is definitely like some crazy Hunger Game type stakes. I feel
Yep.
like these people be competing for their lives or for sanctions on the country or for or to get sanctions removed. Like, what if the United States was like, yeah, if you can beat us in the Olympics, we'll go ahead and make your gas cheaper or whatever the fuck. Who fucking knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just some weird shit going on behind, because it seems like they've gone to the extreme to make people's genetic makeup a part of if it's a fair competition or not. So
Exactly.
now countries are going to the extent of genetically changing their athletes. Their
Mm-hmm.
athletes, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is fucking wild to think. But you know what? If the stakes are really high, I wouldn't fucking doubt it. Like you said, performance enhancers, shit. Well, Michael Phelps was smoking weed. You know what I mean? Like, I think he had an advantage over people with swimming because his lung capacity was better because he smoked trees. That's what I think. I think it wasn't.
Right.
But people be like, "Oh man, that should hinder you," and I'm like, "Nah, man. If you fucking rip it straight bong rips, bro, Michael Phelps could probably hold his fucking breath longer than all y'all motherfuckers." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just because of doing that, that's it. He was exercising his lungs, and if you do the
Right.
research,
And
you actually
right. And I was about to say, so like if you do the research on it, like you said, you'll figure out, oh, well, damn, that is
right,
true. I'm not saying that he can do that. I'm just saying
right.
it it's possible. And
Right.
then you're like, so why
Is that fair?
why would somebody get
Punish.
disqualified
Right.
for
Right. Who do you punish? Do you punish the Albanian because she was born with a pussy, but because her SRY gene didn't turn on, she has testosterone? You know what I mean?
right?
Okay. Do you punish her? I mean, even though she's gotten her ass whooped by like 10
Or do you
bitches?
punish Shakari
Right.
Richardson because she tested positive for cannabis?
For cannabis. Right. And
I
which means
mean,
her
let's
lung
be
could.
honest. What sprinter is going to, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
the
bro.
lung capacity could come into play. But in
Yes, it
all
can.
reality, what sprinter is going to run faster
I mean, you can
because
say
they,
you can say because she's genetically like fucking only 5 foot and fucking goddamn only weighs a certain amount? Like how? Well, should we put a weight class now to some of this Olympic shit?
Right, because the girl that beat her was from St. Lucia, and she was like big. I mean, not big, but a lot bigger than her.
Yeah.
And it almost looks unfair because that other girl's like so big and just running hard. The motherfucker
she got longer legs though, right? People will say, "Oh, but she got longer legs." So I mean, so that's what I mean. Like, it's just wild to think like now.
That's why I like watching the Olympics because it puts all of this up against each other. But then you start thinking like, damn, like, is this shit fucked with too?
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of propaganda to get us to watch it too, though, because it's like if they get you thinking like it's down to the fact of like now we're
life or death,
or just like it's down to the genetics now. Like people are getting so like obviously there's some kind of stakes about this Olympic shit that we don't know about because it seems like everybody is trying to cheat a little bit.
Right,
you know
and then I was okay, perfect, because I was about to say. What would be the reason for eugenics and the altering of all of these things that we're talking about? What's the reason for it if you're never going to fucking use it?
Right.
So you mean to tell me that I should believe that they called cloning stem cell research and they called Kellogg's a cereal when it was really a goddamn cornflakes.
Right.
I'm sorry, a cereal, but it was really a eugenics.
Right.
They tell us this shit, but I'm gonna be the crazy one if I think that they could fuck with somebody's shit to make them jump higher or run faster.
Just make it even simpler though for if we got proof that they are making meat in laboratories and growing the meat so that we can eat it. Lab-grown meat, okay?
Yeah, the old man. I was going to say, that girl from St. Lucia, she is like the female Usain Bolt. She's a beast, bro.
Yeah, big, long legs, long stride. The fucking timing of her stride is crazy. It looks like she...
And then if you think about how old she is...
She's like a fucking
damn.
gazelle.
Hey, think about this. She's young enough to have came from Usain Bolt.
Right. But yeah, I think people cheat a little bit. I think the stakes are higher than, like I said, than what they make it out to be. You know what I mean? I think the stakes have always been a lot higher than what they tell us. We're watching it for entertainment, right? And enjoyment. You know what I mean? Like we don't really know what's on the line for these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have no idea.
And it's weird.
Like
it's weird that it's
it past us to be like to try to build like somebody spent millions of dollars to try to build the perfect basketball player, and we got Victor Wembanyama. I would not put that past us. Maybe I sound crazy. Maybe call me retarded, but I'm just saying I don't think that that's under the rug or an impossible.
Okay, well,
kind of
let's say this.
That we live in.
Let's say this. They've done that with models. They've done that with Playboy models. They've done that with female rappers. They've done that with all of the female musicians. Half of their body's fake, people.
Mm-hmm.
So if they would do that with that showman, why wouldn't they do that with another showman? Hey.
Good fucking question.
Yeah. Less thinking and more doing. Less planning and more execution. Gotta try to walk on water to escape the Judas. And even that don't mean your path is useless. The wrath I move with seems to carry a bad influence. With balance brewing, it's hard to topple what's deeply rooted. Shit, don't pass me the ball until I'm ready to shoot it. Pump faking is something I can't imagine doing. I'm too raw, too flawed without apologies. My philosophy's kicking like Socrates. And honestly, I'm feeling like the only nigga dropping these anomalies like prophecies, predictions written in optimism when I ain't even have a pot to piss in. I was casting spells that overflow the contradictions. I gave them keys, they wanted bars, there's a major difference. One can free you in the other's prison. They want the love but don't care to listen. They want the drive but got problems shifting, transmission slipping. Must be the whack, cause you niggas tripping. Playing victim got you second guessing wise decisions. Nothing's given but you scared to take it. How you living when you barely naked? Gotta take off that mask, you want this conversation. Embrace uniqueness like that warm sensation of penetration. Oh, almost got nasty in my elaboration. My imagination stretches farther than mine's creation. No question I kill shit, mama named me Jason. But at the same time I heal shit, no medication. I just balance like a math equation, spinning gimmicks.
Yeah. Shit like that. Yeah. Are you reaching for the stars or are you reaching for what's easiest to cling to? Wanna see the boss, are you the one that they would bring to? Is the vision you're cultivating bringing a clean view? Alchemize life and make the gray sky seem blue.
Fine Music Friday. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the claps, Chuck. Appreciate you as well.
That's right. We'll get the one before this one. We'll undo twice.
Thank you for the light, sweet as always, Angel Bear.
Go and get it, nigga. Put that on my soul. Straight drop in a booth, ain't even touch a stove. Used to have a little, tryna get some more. I could never been break fold, nigga, no. Lost what I had is now gone. But been running through my head like a cone. Yeah, I'm fucked up, gotta make it home. Life is a bitch, nigga shoulda known. Tryna feed the family, pay these bills, raise these kids. Never trade on my niggas, won't even cross a bridge. Like a diamond and a precious solid as it get. Yeah, the kid was on a block like B. The Kente, Chicky at Sensei. I can never.
I got a question though. I don't want this to happen, but what if all the EBT cards stop working today?
But Swiss line, keep this shit 100 and they acting like Lorenz tape. I got that beef from Joe Allende. Say our name in vain, we gon' leave them in vain.
Would you feel safe if you had a house full of food?
Put it on my soul. Yeah, everything around a nigga changing. But I'm still me, I'm amazing. On my soul, I'ma win, I'ma go to the goal. Yeah, nothing left but to get it. When you really live it, give a fuck about a critic. We've been planning on some travel, gotta function out the pivot. Getting right in Apple Valley, having lunch about the ditches.
I am the first three letters of the word literally. SOTOV supremacy. I raise the bar, they wanna sentence me. Freeing out a different entity. I keep them guessing like conspiracy theorists. Soul in the mirror, reflecting my spirit. Higher power, feel it in my appearance. Life is wild when on your grizzly, you bear it. Hear it? I cause meltdowns on wax, cause I gotta keep it lit till it's backwards. Authenticated like if I got my password. Experimentation, I'm giving them lab work. Shout out to the homie scientific. We worth investing for the finest interest. I drop a flow, it stop, drop and roll. Ring the L on cause we fire drilling. And that's on the code. We got 330 rockin', watching for these venomous foes. Trying to eat off this garden, you do it for a piece of the profit. I bring elite peace to the prophets. Got so many ways to eat off this logic. You can starve or feed off this knowledge. This food for thought on the come up. Glow and rise when the sun up. What's a match to Bruce Lee with nunchucks? You can spot out dope, we like a drug bust. So trust the Trinity, JMC, Joe Allende, Nakaso Turpin. Lesson learned, bow to your senseis, cause
I've been on my grind, homie, catch me on the come up. I've been on the come up, you can catch me on that come up. It's 5:55, the universe got me one up. Numbers never lie, I put that shit on the 9, boy.
When you wake up, do you say good morning? Do you say grand rising? What do you say? I don't care, but I'm just saying there's two different meanings of morning. Just remember that.
Grand man rise and hope everybody rolls with a purpose. The perfect timing is never perfect when riding serpents. Hopped off the Mamba to tell your mama I'm back to working. I know y'all miss me, but daddy grabbed it back for a service. The logos hit me, so every day I've been killing. Everything that he sent me, I kinda feel like a villain. He's sacrificing his beats, so I'ma make sure we eat. Look how this guy move as I dance to the devil's beat. That's balance, bitch. Don't confuse it on what they counterfeit. I'm full of love, but can drown you in on a power trip. I move with peace, so these cowards think that I'm weak. But only in 7 days I create what they cannot be. Enough with the metaphysics, you probably won't even get it. My purpose is too explicit to find a box it can fit in. Manifested the vision to see without a prediction. I'm open, just come and read me, expanding your comprehension. My life's goal, watch the story unfold. Could witness some of the greatest who probably never be famous. But to say we not the shit, we'll be lying out your anus. We the reason for the shit, but that ain't where I aim and shit. We ain't even aiming, just load it up and start spraying. So if we land the heat, it's probably because we playing too much. Let's go. Yeah. From the moment that I rose, some would call it greatness from the womb. It's more like Lazarus from a tomb. I rose with thorns, so it's hard for you to hold. It's crazy when you know, it's so blissful when you don't. But I get it, my logic surpass your limits. So when I give it, the present becomes vivid. If you dreaming, then you missed it. That's why my words are hieroglyphics, a foreign language to power these metaphysics. Come witness expression, the last of a dying breed. Say what the fuck I want, and it's exactly what you need. Call it balance, but really I'm being me, cause nobody else can. Ain't it obvious to see? At best you can reflect, but the copy isn't unique. My essence is nothing pleasant if the consciousness is weak. You looking for a savior, it's yourself that you seek. From the moment that I rose, I knew that God was all of me. What's up? Woo! It's been a lovely Fire Music Friday with y'all. Thank you for stopping by the Think High Crew headquarters, where we keep it real and fearless with our entertainment.
Yeah. Scooby snacks and some doobies in my backpack. She wearing nothing but a booty and a snapback. Smack that, for my eyes only no Snapchat. Old man flow, baby, watch me as I crack back. Back crooked, always in the lab cooking. Mac looking, that's the reason why I'm mad looking.
Back crooked, always in the lab cooking. For everybody that sits in a chair for a long time, you know exactly what.
Pad full of pads, full of lyrics, bunch of folders full of half-made beats from the past, call it scrapbooking. Damn, should've only had like half a cookie. Now I'm one with the sofa like a couch cushion. Got a pouch full of goodies like some hash cushion. Dabs and a little bit of acid in a tiny bottle. Took a drop, now I wonder if I'll be a good role model for my kids as I watch the world wobble. Until the munchies kick in and I open up the fridge and find a plate full of cold waffles. Yeah, I found a plate full of cold waffles. I ain't got a hook, but I got a plate full of cold waffles. Yeah, I got a plate full of cold waffles. I ain't got a motherfucking hook, but I got a plate full of cold waffles.
Man, we've been on about an hour and 47 minutes. We weren't able to get any shows in this week because we had Hurricane Debbie around this bitch.
Hurricane and things.
And I can 100% verify that I did not get 30 inches of rain.
Oh, man.
I didn't get 20.
Propaganda's everywhere, bro.
I didn't even get 10, motherfucker.
The TV made me worry about you, and the whole time y'all was just dealing with a couple of power outages on and off and shit like that. Yeah,
shit, I'm down here drinking tequila and smoking weed. I ain't giving a fuck.
Jay made it seem like niggas was dying, bro. I was like,
right?
I hope my niggas like always, we appreciate y'all for stopping by and enjoying the company. Obviously, DJ Crazy Man will probably play us up out of here. You ain't gotta go home yet if you don't want to. Obviously, it's Fire Music Friday. Until this bitch cut off, we in here. But I'd like to thank everybody and let y'all know we be back for Mindset Mindful this Monday. That's the plan. I'm
mean, but sometimes we won't be on time because punctuality is white supremacy, and we don't need
Just please, keep us out of that. We don't need that. We already get banned off. Like I said earlier, shout out to Podbean for not banning us yet, because everywhere else has. So maybe that doesn't say much for Podbean, but but we thank you.
Like all the Podbean and let the hoodlums in.
Right. Shout out to Kellogg's, all the cornflakes and frosted flakes for trying to take over the motherfucking world.
Keep flaking.
Yeah, we see y'all. We're not the only ones that see you too. That's why shit's crazy right now. Motherfuckers start getting exposed, and they got to pull the plug on some shit and make people make everything. You know what I mean? Think about that now. If you start getting exposed for some shit, say for instance, that video we watched, that dude going in the Subway trying to buy a motherfucking Subway sandwich with the EBT card. Now, if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you, EBT don't work everywhere like that.
Nah.
Some places accept EBT illegally because they know how to switch it out with other shit. But for the most part, EBTs at a grocery store or possibly gas station. But you ain't buying gas with it. You gotta buy food with it.
Yeah.
And it can't be cooked food either. So a Subway sandwich is basically considered cooked, for one. And also, it's at Subway.
Toasted. I don't think you're a murderer if you don't.
I haven't ate a sub in so long, man. I ate a chicken finger sub not too long ago, but what I'm trying to say is this motherfucker went into a Subway.
He did. Acted a fool.
Got pissed off because they wouldn't let him buy it with a EBT card, and then didn't have no money, and long story short, punched somebody and left him out of there with the sub.
With the sub.
Yeah, with the sub. So it's like, use that little analogy as what I'm saying. As soon as they found out, and he knew he was found out, he started getting loud and going crazy and trying to distract the attention off of himself and on to all the other shit. And so now the cornflakes and the frosted flakes are getting exposed. And so now, since they basically do run a lot of the world, they finna make that portion of the world crazy as fuck right now.
Yeah, and they're gonna make sure that we see it. They're gonna make sure that you see shit like that every day. They're gonna make sure that people are fear and full of fear and anger and fucking just looking for every difference that they can possibly look in, you know what I mean, to make everybody fucking hate each other, because that's where the money's at. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So that dude right there, guess what? Guess the cornflakes made out because he just robbed the store of a sandwich. So they gonna file a complaint and have to maybe deal with their insurance. So the cornflakes get paid there. The cornflakes also get paid because whoever recorded it and put it online, scaring people into thinking that their EBT won't be able to buy them food. So then they get paid right there again. And then now, if the dude accepted EBT, the cornflakes got paid. If the dude punched him and walked out of there with the if he got arrested, the dude who punched the dude, if he got arrested, the cornflakes get paid. Like, no matter how the fuck you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the end, you know what I mean? Who's making money off of any of this shit?
Right. In the end, the house wins.
Yep, every single motherfucking time. But you gotta learn to understand that